Welcome. In this short training we will examine how to create a union calculation. A union calculation is used to append records from one source to another source or sources. The columns are matched from one source to the others that are used in the calculation. If there is more than one record with the same primary keys, the records will be aggregated according to the function used in the formula like sum, average, min and max. In this example, we are going to create a union between the two service calculations: service sales direct credit and service volume credits. Let's look at the records in the service sales direct credit. Note the columns contained in the result set: payee ID, attribute, com plan, periods, and value. Now let's compare the columns to the service volume credits results. Note that this calculation result has the same fields as the previous calculation: payee ID, attribute, com plan, periods, and value. The same field types between sources allow you to easily create a union calculation. You do not have to have the same field names in both data sources, but you will have to have the same data types for each mapped field. Now that we have determined that we have compatible data types between the sources, we can create our union calculation. Let's name this calculation Union Service Credits. Next, add the data sources, which will be the calculations that we just examined. For a union calculation, the first data source that is added to the calculation is called the base source. Any source added after the base source is dropped directly on top of the base source to create the union relationship. Observe how the source is dropped on top of the base source. Note how the secondary sources are indented off of the primary source. The bottom pane shows the field mappings between the data sources. The middle row indicates fields that have been mapped. The wizard will auto-map any matching field that it finds. If any columns have not been mapped, you can drag a field from the secondary source to the primary source to map. For this example, no restrictions will be added. The partitions will be all fields in the data source. We will drag the payee ID, attribute, com plan, and periods to the Define Partitions pane on the right. Now we will add the formula. This will be a simple sum function to sum the credit field. The combined calculations results in 227 records. Remember, we were combining the service sales direct credits calculation results of 191 records with service volume credits of 36 records, which when combined equals 227 records in the union calculation.